What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So within the next few days and also over the course of the next month, we're going to be getting some major news here. And this is big news for people on Social Security, people on SSI, SSDI, VA veterans. Thank you for your service. Remember, my grandfather, my mom's father, was at Pearl Harbor. Was it 2 or 3 days right before Pearl Harbor? He served in the Navy and then also served in World War II. And my brother also served in the Army. And so again, thank you to all of our veterans and everybody who served our country and also serves our country now. We're going to be getting big news for veterans, people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and also for inflation going forward. And we're going to be getting the second piece of this puzzle here within the next few days. Okay, and then we're also going to be getting the third and final piece of this puzzle here within the next 30 days or so after that. Let me show you. Yeah, so Social Security beneficiaries can expect an increase, a 2024 increase here that we're going to be finding out here within, we're going to be finding out the second out of the third piece of the puzzle here on September 13th, I believe. We're going to be getting that data here. And you can also see here Social Security's next COLA, which stands for cost of living increase, is not expected to be as much as it was in 2023 that we got the raise for 2023. Now, remember here that the 2023 raise that was announced in 2022 was 8.7%. That was actually the fourth highest raise in Social Security history ever. Okay, it was the fourth highest raise ever. And you can see the three higher raises ever were in 1979, 1980, and 1981. 1981 is when I was born, actually, 42 years ago. And ever since then, we have not had a higher cost of living adjustment raise for Social Security ever. So people don't get too comfortable with those 8.7% raises that Social Security just got, because we are predicting, or Social Security is predicting, or what we're going to be getting this data here within the next few days, or if you're actually watching this video maybe after September 13th. And I'll have an update video coming out here for you after this date comes out. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the bell icon so you get updates. It's completely free to do so. I will be having an update for you here when this comes out, and also a further updates here for you, because what we're going to be learning here is the exact increase for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA. And you can see here that in previous years, Social Security increases were a lot less. 2021, 5.9%. That was actually the largest increase going all the way back to 1982. Before that, only 1.3%, 1.6%, 2.8%, and 2.0%. And going back to 2016 and 2015, 0%. That's right, back in 2015, Social Security got a 0.0% raise that year. That's correct. This is directly from SSA.gov. Social Security got a 0% raise that year, and then 2016, a 0.3% raise. So for 2 years in a row, you almost got a nothing raise. You got 0.3% raise out of 2 years there. That shows you what they're saying, how low inflation was. And also, you can go back here to 2009 and 2010, 0.0% raise 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. So don't say that this can't happen. I don't think it's going to happen this year, though. But I do think that Social Security raise is going to be half or less of what it was last year. Remember here that last year the Social Security raise was 8.7%. And so half of that would be like, 4.3.5%, and we'll just say 4.3%. And well, so here's the interesting part here is that last month's inflation numbers, and again, it depends on the index because the Fed has a couple different index inflation numbers. And the one that we're looking at is actually the CPIW, and it's like the index for the urban wage earners. Okay, and that's the one that they go by for Social Security. And the reason we're going to get it on September 13th is they actually go by the third quarter of the year, and they have gone by this forever. Last year, it actually worked out in favor for everybody on Social Security or disability, SSI, SSDI, VA, veterans, and everybody on there because last year inflation pretty much peaked around the third quarter. I think it was almost perfect. Like it could have been just a little bit shifted a little bit and it would have been exactly perfect because inflation I think peaked at around 9% last year and it came out to 8.7%. If they averaged it out for the whole year last year, it would have been significantly lower than 8.7%. I don't know why they don't take an average for the whole year. I think the reason is that if they did that, they wouldn't probably be able to calculate it out and send out the raises right out in January because you remember that some people get their Social Security checks on like January 3rd or something like that. And remember, everybody kind of gets their Social Security paychecks and deposits on different days and stuff like that. So they kind of got to get this in early ahead of time so Social Security can do all their calculations, get their paychecks ready, get their direct deposits ready, and have them done for millions and millions of people ahead of time. So I think that's why they do quarter three every year. And they've been doing this for many, many years. Okay. So that's probably why they picked quarter three and not a a January through December time frame. It probably works out over the long run, right? It averages out. But we're probably going to be seeing somewhere around a 3% inflation. Now, I get a lot of people are not too thrilled about this because if you look at the price of food and the price of rent and the price of housing and interest rates right now are wild. I mean, the interest rate on homes are at 8%. Okay. The average interest rate. Yeah, here. So when you go to the average interest rates here, and you just pick any state, 8%. And again, if you have the top tier credit rate, you can get a little bit under 8%. And you just go to the highest populated states, 7.98, again, 8%, basically. We'll go to New York, again, the most populated states, 7.97, again, basically 8%. But yet Social Security is going to get a 3% raise. And I think we all know that food is sky high, and food does not feel like it's going up only 3%. The other thing here, so we can actually go to Social Security, this is directly from SSA.gov, and see what the average Social Security beneficiaries are making. Okay. And the total average Social Security beneficiary is making $1,700 a month, believe it or not, nowadays. Now, you might think that's a lot. You might think that's a little. You can let me know that down below in the comments. Times 12 months, that's only $20,000 a year. $20,436 a year. But remember here, the average wage in 2023 is now, this is by state, New York almost 75,000, Ohio 56,000, But let's go to, for the US, and again, these numbers kind of vary wherever you get them from. This is from Forbes. Average annual salary nationwide, $59,428. If you've been watching my channel, we're seeing all sorts of industries want 46% raises everywhere. United Auto Workers, UPS, airlines, Disney workers, which employs like a million people nationwide, ESPN, all these different, I mean, everybody wants massive raises because of inflation. So the average hourly rate nationwide, $28 an hour, and it seems everybody wants wage increases because it's going up everywhere. Average annual salary nationwide for just average, $59,000. But yet the average Social Security person who worked their whole lives is only earning $1,700 a month or $20,000 a year. And a lot of people earn less than that because we all know that that's the average. So that means 50% of people earn less than that. Some people significantly less than that, okay? $20,000. Here's the other big problem is that the national median rent is now $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month. It's actually gone down $15 a month in August when they peaked at $2,050. And rents bottomed out in February, again, almost $2,000 a month. But $2,000 a month, I think we all know, we can do the math, is $24,000 a year times 12. So $24,000 a year for rent for the average rent. The average person on Social Security cannot even afford rent. So much for the golden years, let alone traveling, owning a nice car. The average car payment now is over $700 a month. Then you got to buy food. You got to have insurance, car insurance, house insurance, life insurance. It just really adds up. This is a significant problem. And now Social Security is looking at getting a measly 3% raise when interest rates alone are at 8%. The average car payment's over $700 a month. If you lease, it's over $500 a month. And the auto workers want a 46% raise, the UAW, or else they're going to strike. And they want to go down to a 32-hour work week as well. And don't get me wrong, if I was an auto worker, I would want that too. I mean, who wouldn't? If you work for the auto workers, wouldn't you want a 46% raise? I mean, look at the cost of homes. Look at the cost of cars. Look at the cost of airline tickets. Look at the cost of everything. You need it to survive. I mean, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And you better be investing in your pension or 401k and Social Security, or else you're going to be like that when you retire. You better be paying attention because it's a tough world out there. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts. But on September 13th, we're going to be getting the second out of the third number on what the Social Security raise is going to be. And then a month later, around the 13th of October, we're going to be getting the final number. And then we will know exactly what the Social Security raise will be for 2024. So it's the 2023 data, but it will be for 2024's raise. And this is very significant because this is literally people's livelihoods. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Something's got to change. And meanwhile, they keep telling us Social Security is going to run out of money in 9 to 10 years if they don't fix Social Security, which could mean raising the Social Security retirement age even more, or reducing payouts, or taxing people more on Social Security. Let me know your thoughts here. I'll keep you up to date here on all this going on here in our country on a daily basis. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below. They got to do something. We got to do something. Something needs fixed. Don't forget to like and share this video here. I will keep you up to date here. Click here to see what is happening at Walmarts across the country, or click here to see this massive crisis that's going to affect millions of Americans. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.